I'm here to make inflammatory statements on the internet, and then turn my notifications off.
It has been a while since I made one of these, as I've been busy with other stuff. And if I'm willing to put everything on the back burner to make this video, you know it's a topic that really annoyed me.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Capcom has been on a roll lately, at least when it comes to Resident Evil. Resident Evil 7 was very well received, followed by the remake of Resident Evil 2. Capcom followed both of these two games with Resident Evil 3, which I didn't like as much, but still a good game, and the phenomenally successful Resident Evil 8, which gave birth to some of the thirstiest memes I've ever seen in my life. Point is, Capcom has been on a roll, and it seems like they have a good idea on what they need to do when it comes to Resident Evil games. Recently they brought out the remake of Resident Evil 4 to critical acclaim, and from what I have seen and read, it is a worthy entry in a long line of solid releases. I played the Chainsaw demo myself and was surprised how good it was. But there seems to be some sort of controversy around the game, or more specifically, Ada Wong and her voiceover actress Lily Gao. For the uninformed, Ada Wong is this mysterious character in Resident Evil universe that is beloved by fans everywhere. While in the original Resident Evil 2, she was just a side character that assisted Leon to accomplish her own objective, she rose to new heights of popularity with the release of Resident Evil 4 on GameCube. She was hot, mysterious, had this seductive tone in her voice, basically a spy that was there to tempt Leon so she could get what she wanted. She had that playfulness, that teasing in her voice that made the player gravitate towards her. So when it came to remakes, it was imperative that Ada's seductiveness that is expected from a spy is carried forward. While that was the case with Resident Evil 2 Remake, it seems like it was not the case, or rather Capcom missed the mark with Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like I said earlier, I have not played the game myself, but I was aware of this controversy when it was brewing up, because I read this article in The Gamer. Resident Evil 4 Remake's Ada turns off Instagram replies after thousands of hateful comments. However you feel about Ada's new voice, don't do this. Now this is something you won't see every day, but I actually agreed with the headline back when I first read it, and I still agree with it. I agree with The Gamer, a gaming site that I have criticized in the past on my channel, a gaming news site that I feel is a shit stain on gaming journalism, and here's me, agreeing with them. Bullying and harassment is not acceptable at all, and I don't condone it. Criticism, however, is something that I do condone. If you have a problem with something, make sure you make your voice heard, but it is just as necessary to watch what you say and who you say it to. But we will get to that in a minute. Let's take a quick look at the article first. The actress behind Resident Evil 4's Remake's Ada Wong, Lily Gao, has deactivated replies on her Instagram post that mention the role after receiving thousands of hateful comments from toxic gamers about her performance. I'm gonna press X to doubt here that there were thousands of hateful messages on her Instagram. I would say that there must have been a couple of idiots out there, but I'm having a hard time believing that there were thousands of them. Because trust me, if there were, the gamer would have been all over those comments. Resident Evil 4 Remake has largely been hailed as a worthy recreation of the original and one of the best games of 2023, but that doesn't mean it's without fault. One of the main criticisms levied against it is Lily Gao's performance as Ada Wong, with some saying that she sounds bored as the character and saying that it doesn't live up to how she was portrayed in Resident Evil 2's remake. Actually, I looked at some of the comments, but it seems like the person who gave the voiceover for Sadler is the worst, with Ada being the second, Once again, I've not played the game, but to say that the main complaint people had with the game was the voice actress of Ada is an absolute lie. Fans do have a problem with voice acting, not on the same level of RE2 Remake, but it's not as bad as the person who gave the voiceover for Sadler in RE4 Remake. But I guess she's a woman, so that's why it's a big deal. While it is fair to critique a performance, I wanted to keep that in mind, this little sentence here, that it's okay to critique a performance because we will be referring to it again. While it is fair to critique a performance, what isn't fair is harassing somebody for their work, no matter how you feel about it. Sadly, this is exactly what has happened to Gao in the week since Resident Evil 4's remake launch. As pointed out by the aptly named Resetera, oh my god, Resetera, really? Ugh. As pointed out by the aptly named Resetera user Ada Wong, Gao's Instagram post had thousands of hateful comments posted underneath them, which has caused Gao to quietly deactivate replies on posts to do with the remake. You know what? If you're someone like me who keeps a close eye on the dumpster fire that is gaming journalism, you'd know by now that Resetera is a hellhole. It was Resetera that tried to ban all conversation about Hogwarts Legacy and tried to cancel the game. Notice the word tried because they failed miserably. We can no longer see the comments now that Gao has deactivated them, but Twitter users shared a few screenshots of what was being posted, and they are predictably toxic. No, they're not. Dude, they just aren't. I wouldn't call them toxic or hateful. I can understand Lily may found them hurtful, but toxic or hateful, these comments certainly weren't. Honestly, I would take these hateful messages over the ones I got for my Atomic Heart video any day. You ruined the remake! I feel like I just wasted my money by buying the deluxe edition to get this VA to dub Ada. Well, that's what you get for buying the deluxe edition instead of the standard edition. Great. Now when Separate Ways come out, I have to put it on mute. Worst voice acting I've heard in years. Why Capcom hired you instead of the past actress is beyond me. Actually dude, you and I both know the answer to this question because in RE2 Remake, Ada was voiced by Jolene Anderson. Yeah, a white woman. I know, right? Capcom should have known better and cast an Asian woman to voice Ada. I mean, how dare they hire a person who has voiced several video game characters in the past in major AAA games over someone who has voiced only one video game character in her professional career, for which she got majorly criticized for.
Serious?
You know what, dude, I can't even make this funny, I felt like I was going somewhere when I said all that, but I can't make this funny. Man, I can't even make this sound sarcastic. Or maybe I did, I don't know. But dude, seriously, think about it for a second, okay? Jolene Anderson voiced a character in Titanfall 2. Let that soak in. Titanfall 2. Your voice acting was horrible in RE4 Remake. It sounded super stiff and there was nothing seductive about it. It didn't fit at all. OMFG. I hope they don't hire you again as Ada's voice actor for another game. Notice it's coming from a girl? I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but I tried to look at Claudia's Instagram, which she has set to private. Probably because of all the hate she might be getting now for being, named and shamed and all. But once again, I don't think she's wrong. Ada is supposed to be seductive and yeah, she even tried to seduce Leon near the end of Resident Evil 2.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for, trust me.
So yeah, being seductive is a character trait that the voice actress should have kept in mind. You're a professional VA and this is the performance you give? She's not a professional voice actress, dude. Look at her IMDb and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Sounded like you were hungover after taking a red-eye flight when reading the lines.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon, long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
You can stop right there, Leon. Wouldn't make me use this, would you?
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town.
Huh?
Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
I'm cool.
Dude, I saw that clip of where Ada meets Leon for the first time in RE4 Remake. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't.
Oh my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, 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 I'm throwing tomatoes.
One claims that Ada's voice is the worst acting they have heard in years, while another says that there's nothing seductive about Gao's performance. What a normal thing to get annoyed about. I've already explained briefly why Ada is supposed to be seductive. I'm not going to go through it again. Then comes the part that had me in stitches, yo. I mean, I was howling with laughter when I read it. Thankfully, some Resident Evil fans have been sharing their support of Gao's take on Ada, taking to Twitter to call out those harassing her and share positive feedback on her role in the game. One particular heartwarming post from Twitter user Dean Gaga Kennedy points out how excited Gao was when she played Ada in Welcome to Raccoon City and chastised anyone who was ruining the moment for her. Welcome to Raccoon City, okay? Just think about it for a second, yo. The worst Resident Evil live action movie ever. I mean, how many Resident Evil movies have we had? Hold on a second, let me check. Oh, hold up. Oh, hold up. So yeah, we have had like 6 of those Mila Jovovich movies, and including Welcome to Raccoon City, we have 7. 7! Let that soak in, people. 7. Now, I personally think that Welcome to Raccoon City is the worst. Let me check, okay? Let's check the ratings, okay? We're going real time right now, okay? Real time. Welcome to Raccoon City is 5.2 on IMDb. Resident Evil 1 is 6.6. Apocalypse is 6.1. Extinction is 6.2. Really? It was ass. But okay, fine, whatever. Afterlife is 5.8. Retribution is 5.3. Yo, close. The final chapter is 5.5. So yeah, according to IMDb, Welcome to Raccoon City is the worst in Resident Evil live action movies. Okay, dude, that's something which I wouldn't be like proud of, I'm just saying, if I was associated with that project. Also, I clicked on the link in the article and it's basically this Dean Gaga Kennedy guy, girl, whatever, I don't care, just arguing with people who had legitimate points. The thing is, what I can understand from all of this is that Lily posted on her Instagram to announce that she was voicing Ada Wong to appeal to her fans and fans of the character. But the thing about social media is, if you put yourself out there, you are not only going to attract your well-wishers and fans, you will also attract the people who didn't like your job or what you did, and they will comment on that post. Lily put herself out there to reach out to the community, and I have to say the community responded. Some liked her work, some didn't. She put herself out there, okay? I would have stood up for her if she had posted a picture of her, I don't know, eating a meal at a restaurant or something, and then people just dogpiled on her that, on that post, telling her that how much she sucked at voicing that character. But from what I can gather, that was not the case. She made a post about her voicing Ada Wong, and she got responded to. It really is that simple. Even more so if you consider that Lily may return as Ada in future projects. So she needs the feedback to improve herself. And yes, there will be idiots out there, who would take things far. But at the end, that should not stop her from taking legitimate criticism on board. Also, remember at the start of the video when I said bullying and harassment is not acceptable at all, and I don't condone it? Criticism, however, is something that I do condone. If you have a problem with something, make sure you make your voice heard. But it is just as necessary to watch what you say and who you say it to. While it is okay to critique a person, hey, the gamer said so, I think that gamers who didn't like Ada's voice acting should direct their ire to Capcom. At the end of the day, Capcom is the one that hired someone who had no experience in voice acting, instead of someone who had voiced the same character earlier and did a fine job of doing so. Capcom made a poor decision, and fans should have been vocal about it to Capcom, so they won't make that mistake again. It is Capcom that should have been held responsible. I'm not saying that Lily Gao is not at fault at all. She posted about her role online and she got told off, for her poor performance. Honestly, I should have made a video on it back then when all of this was going down. But like I said, I had other important things to do and I kind of regret it now because this is some juicy material here. So all this happened and Lily scrubbed her Instagram account completely and we all moved on. Or so we thought. Like a crack addict who keeps going back to his old habits, we find ourselves back to this moment when an actor/actress says something stupid because he, she, they or whatever just couldn't handle the fact that they got told how much they sucked at their job. Lily posted this response to the debacle that has gone down and it reads like a train wreck. I'm sorry, but it is.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Being the first Asian actor to portray Ada in Resident Evil video games is an honor, and I will forever be grateful to our producer and director for making the decision on authentic representation. There you go, if you needed any more proof that Lily was hired based on race rather than merit and performance, then look no further than this. I'm sure there are a lot of other Asian voiceover actresses in the gaming industry who could have been brought on. But no, they brought on someone who was inexperienced and ended up underperforming. As much as she deserved legitimate criticism, Capcom should also be criticized for casting the wrong person to play the role. Also, I know there's been like this talk going on about Capcom not hiring unionized actors. Seriously, they seriously need to reconsider their position on that, because this is really hurting the quality of their games. Also, you know what? what does race gotta do with it? You know, what does race have anything to do with this at all? If you got the right voice, then by all means you should get the job. For crying out loud, Giancarlo hold on a second, how do you say his name? Giancarlo Esposito, yeah, that's his name, voiced Faraday in Edge Runners. And I never thought, was that authentic representation? No, I didn't care. I don't know who voiced Rebecca, Lucy, or David.
Emotional damage!
But because they did a fabulous job at voicing these characters, their real life races doesn't matter to me. That is such a horrible take to have, and most of all, I can't believe the casting director at Capcom didn't take that into account. It is unfortunate that with the game's release also came the all too familiar feeling of, I don't belong. Nobody is saying that you don't belong in the community. But when it comes to doing your job, people are expecting you to do it right. Not just for the character you are voicing, but also for the fans looking forward to the game. To put it in context, okay, when RE2 Remake was announced and it was revealed by Alison Court, who voiced the OG Claire Redfield, that she was not going to be part of the remake, there was an outcry from the fans. Claire is one of the most beloved characters in Resident Evil series, and to have the original voice actress come out and say that she was super bummed that she was not going to be a part of the remake, you know, that must have been super stressful for the new voiceover actress, Stephanie. Oh my god, I always struggle to say her last name, so I'm just gonna skip it. I'm so sorry.
Say my name.
Stephanie Panicello.
You're goddamn right.
My point is, it must have been pretty hard for her too. For crying out loud, Residents of Evil commented on Alison Court's video saying that people will download a mod that replaces the new voice actress with hers. But Stephanie nailed the role and did a terrific job. Hell, I even met her at a convention and she's an amazing person to talk to. Point is, she must have felt that she doesn't belong in the community as well. But she nailed the performance and now she's part of the community. If Lily had done the same thing, if Lily had done a good job with her voice acting, she wouldn't be saying that right now, would she? Also, nobody's stopping her from voicing future Ada Wong projects. I'm sure there will be a remake of RE6 sometime in the future. Until then, she has plenty of time to improve her voice acting chops. Prove your haters wrong and level up your game. While criticism is expected, press X to doubt again, it is not the first time an actor of color faces racist and sexist harassment for simply participating? What? What?
What the fuck?
As you will see in a minute, mere disagreement or criticism nowadays is chalked up as harassment. Now, I'm not saying that there might be no harsh comments on her post or people DMing her some of the more vile comments, but seriously, if you're going to go out of your way and delete everything on your Instagram feed because idiots are harassing you, then by all means show those messages. Censor the names if you have to, but you gotta show receipts if you're claiming harassment. Also, I have looked at a lot of comments even on this post and on Twitter. People were not criticizing her because of her race or her gender. People were criticizing her because of her terrible performance. Inauthentic casting perpetuates an unhealthy image that further dehumanizes the community they seek to reflect. Counter argument: people hired based solely on their race and not on merit and performance perpetuates an unhealthy image that further dehumanizes the community they seek to reflect. Boom, lawyered. It is time we stop only capitalizing on the sexualized, eroticized, and mysterious Asian woman and make space to honor every kind of Asian woman. Oh my god. Dude. Really? This is the gaming community we are talking about here. We have all sorts of Asian women in the community. Has she not heard of Final Fantasy? Genshin Impact? Oh my goodness, dude, this is stupid. Oh. Also, I must add here, has she not heard of Rule 34? If it exists, there is an adult version of it. This is the gaming industry, okay? Rule 34 runs amok here. It comes with the territory. And what the hell is she talking about over here, okay? Wasn't Lady Dimitrescu the most simped after character in recent history of Resident Evil series? Did Maggie Robertson not do that thirst tweet video or something with BuzzFeed? So is it okay to sexualize white characters but not okay to sexualize Asian characters? What kind of shit is that? I'm genuinely confused as to what she means by that. For the record, has anyone seen how female characters look like, in Western video games these days? At least let Japanese developers make some good looking women and give us the waifus we want.
Nerd alert!
And what, seriously dude, what does she want us, oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about over here.
Daddy, chill.
My Ada is a survivor. She's not your Ada. She's the community's Ada, yo. And you just happen to voice one. Real talk. She's kind, just, intelligent, and funny? Huh? She's kind, just, intelligent, and funny? Are we talking about Ada Wong here? What's going on? Seriously, I'm sorry dude, but when it comes to Ada, aside from the intelligent part, I can't relate the rest of the words to her. Or is she talking about herself over here? I'm confused.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
She's unpredictable, resilient, and absolutely not a stereotype. Who said anything about stereotyping her? If anything, hiring an Asian voice actress just so it would authenticate her existence is stereotyping her. Actually, you know what? I'm having a feeling that she's not talking about Ada here at all. I think she's talking about herself. Actually, you know what? I don't even know what the hell she's talking about over here. And the last brain cell in my head has gone on strike. Dude, I'm on autopilot mode right now. Dude, I'm just tired of going through all of this. I'm like that meme right now. I'm tired, boss. Even worse when you think about it is that this video is not gonna get any more than 10 views, and I probably did more research into this topic than any standard gaming news outlet. Anyways, I was scrolling through the comments on Lily's post and it's filled with, white knights who, come out to support her and all. The ones that go, "Yas, slay queen." Those kind of comments you read and the person who typed has never been anywhere near the Oxford Dictionary. But then I saw this comment here. Stylish Dante wrote, "I don't support that you're being bullied on the internet. It should be on Capcom to be held accountable for." Completely agree. And honestly, the voice acting of you portraying Ada wasn't as great. But if Capcom decides to make a new Resident Evil mainline game in the future with Ada, then you improving then? I can only assume he means then I can see you improving then. Yeah, I think that's what he means. And you know what? That is a perfectly valid argument, and I applaud this gentleman for being the Chad that he is. And then I came across a reply that perfectly summed up this entire debacle. Motobuchi oh my god. Motobuchi wrote, "Stylish Dante, this post makes no sense. You don't support Lily being bullied, but you coming for her on her social media page is what? Productive? Supportive? Think about what this post is really doing. Such a hypocrite. Your logic is basically invalidated the minute you came here to harass Lily." The guy literally nailed the entire debacle with his well thought out comment and a level headed take, and it was chalked up as harassment by Motobuchi here. You know what, Motobuchi? F you. How about that? You, White Knight, all you want. Lily or any other girl for that matter won't be riding your dick anytime soon. You got more U's, C's and I's in your name than the chromosome count of an inbred Alabama. You shut the f up, Slanky, and sit your ass down. White knighting ain't gonna get you no you buck-tooth bastard.
Status report! What the hell's happening?
Ma'am, OP just posted critical levels of thirst.
These ratings are off the charts!
How much pussy does this mother get?
We read 0 pussy, ma'am.
Dear God.
Oh, this is the kind of that really pisses me off because Dante didn't say anything wrong. He acknowledges that Lily shouldn't have been harassed, but he's also letting her know that she needs to improve, and next thing you know, he is harassing her. Oh, f off. You know what? At the end of the day, no one can really attest as to what was said to her in the comment section of her post. If it was something vile, then there must have been screenshots by now. And trust me, I looked hard, but I can't seem to find any. There could have been hateful DMs, but she didn't show any receipts, so I can't comment on that either. But what I can comment on is her post, which is really coming across as this passive-aggressive take, to be very honest. If I was an employer, I would not hire her in the future. She sounds like someone who has a chip on her shoulder the size of Yankee Stadium. But really, dude, this post, it sounded like, I don't know, it just sounded like she was butthurt or something. I don't know, dude, but the post could have been worded better. It's like she got sick and tired of being told that the previous voiceover actress did a better job than her, and then she was like, oh, I can't believe it, it's not appropriate, you know, whatever the hell she said. Oh yeah, authentic representation. It's like she got sick and tired of being told that, oh, the previous voiceover actress did a better job and you kinda sucked. And she was like, no, it's not authentic representation. And then she got butthurt over it, to be very honest. I don't know, dude, but that's how this whole post is coming across. Anyways, I gotta go back to doing my old stuff again. You know the whole spiel, like, comment, subscribe. Anyways, peace out, angels. Stay awesome. Stay safe. You know, whatever, I'm out. Peace.